Hi, I'm Dobson, and here is another short video, a curious one. Going to ask you a question. Which lie will you choose? Curious, but there's a purpose for that question. It's a curious question until you get some more information. Actually, we as human beings are electrochemical beings, and everything is converted into the electrochemical language that the brain can understand and use. The problem, though, is we do not get told how it works when we're at school or usually through most of our life. You're very lucky if you get told about it. So we go through life on autopilot from our habits that we've learned over the years. And we believe most things that our emotions are telling us, but they might be wrong. When I speak to people at first and ask them to change the way they think and imagine things differently, they will say to me things like, I can't do that. It's not real. I would be lying to myself. Curious how they think that way. So I might reply by saying to them, as humans, we imagine something bad is going to happen to us in the future a lot. And so we feel bad. And perhaps we feel that bad, we don't even try. Sometimes when we're going for an exam or a test or a job interview or a driving test, we just imagine things are going to go wrong. And sometimes we imagine it with such emotion, it frightens us. So we don't even try. But it's not happened. It's not happened anywhere in your life yet. It's all in the head. At that moment in time, you are imagining that something is going to happen, and it's not real yet. So it's a lie. It's only a possible outcome. It's a lie. We create it in our head, which means we are actually making things up. When we tell ourselves we're not good enough, or I'm no one, so I can't really do that, but it's only in our head and it's not actually happened. So it's a lie. You're telling yourself a lie. You may believe that lie because you've repeated it to yourself so many times, but it's a lie. There are other situations like memories where we remember something that has happened to us in the past. It was real at the time. It may have been something really serious, maybe a phobia that you've got, maybe post-traumatic stress disorder. And it was real at the time. And it created a mind-body link, an anchor that we've spoke about before and we'll talk about again in other videos. But in this moment in time, it's not actually real. It's being replayed. The memory and the feelings are being replayed because it's been triggered off by something. It may have happened a month, a year, or 10 years ago. So it's not actually happening now. Our brain, though, has been activated to replay it. And we feel as though it's happening, but it isn't. So that's another lie. Over time, we habituate different behaviors and reactions to all sorts of outside stimuli or situations. Life becomes automatic. Something happens and we react to it without even thinking about it. Somebody says something and bang, we go up like a bottle of pop. We hear something or we smell something and we react to it because it may have been the same as something that seriously happened to you in the past. But now there's another choice, another situation that we can use. What about if we decided to imagine good things are going to be happening to us in the future, that we are successful in what we want to do, that we actually get up on stage and we talk and it's really successful, and imagine people clapping their hands at you and asking you questions that you've got the answer to just like that, and you can see that they're interested in you and you are doing the job right. Whatever the situation, what if you imagine that you're a great sportsman or you're going to do well at that test or that exam? What if we decide to imagine good things, great things, to make us feel better? We're actually using the same skill, the same imaginary skill that we have. We imagine it. It's going to happen. It still hasn't happened yet. So it's another lie. What about if we remember what happened in the past, but this time we change the memory, we change the way we think about it by changing the recorded memory into something completely different? Speed it up or slow it down, or push it further and further away so it gets small and tiny, or make it funny or stupid. The funnier and the more stupid, the better it will be. And replace this or replay this new film, this new information again and again and again and again until it stays that way. So every time you think about it, you don't feel bad about it. Actually, you feel quite good because you've changed it in your head. You've re-recorded it. You've represented it so it sticks in a new way. It makes you feel better. And that's what life's all about, making us feel better. But yes, it's another lie. But this time, it makes us feel better. What if we decide to think that we're great, actually, and we can do anything that we want to? The same amount of times as we used to play those negative things. I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Play, I can do this. I'm great at this. Imagine it successfully again and again and again and again, 100 times, 1,000 times, until every time you think about that situation, boom, suddenly you feel better. You feel great. You used to feel bad because you used to say other things to yourself. That was a lie. Because there's some people out there that go on courses, that read books, that go to seminars, that train, that become practitioners and master practitioners, and yet they still have a doubt inside them. I can't do this. What if they ask me a question I can't answer? You've done all the learning, you've done everything. You know, when you're on your own, you know that you've got the information, you know that you've got the knowledge, but when it comes to a time when you may have to present that to somebody else, or you may have to go and do the race, or you may have to go and do the driving test, something changes inside and you start talking to yourself in a different way and imagining different failure scenarios. Both of them are lies, either thinking it's great or thinking you're going to fail. But thinking you're great makes you feel much better. And this time, you're in control. So you can feel better about anything in the future, always. Start now, practicing in the head. So now the question becomes, which lie will you choose? The one where you keep repeating to yourself, I can't do this. Or the one where you keep repeating to yourself, I can do this, and I'm going to do this. Thank you for listening to the short video there, and there'll be more coming your way. I'm Ray Dobson, and I'll speak to you soon. And until then, be great, be positive, and say you can, because you can. Take care and be well. Bye-bye.